I can't believe that game ended in overtime and G2 almost did it. And the fact that they didn't make it, well, that could really, really backfire on them. We'll see how they do here. It's going to be time for the second map, Overpass, and they're going to be playing CT side here. G2 were Liquid. Looked like they were about to just completely rush in on that T side, but they kind of slowed it down. And look at the push coming down. Kenny, they've got such a hold on this bomb side.
They're going to need it. Here comes the hit. Bait and switch here. There's two players at Toxic, but that Molotov is going to force him out. There's no smoke to do it, but there's still just so many bodies. So many bodies for Liquid to get through, and they're starting to turn it, but that's Shux and Jack stepping up right before things collapse. And Nitro goes down as well, and the pistol round woes continue for Team Liquid. A 1-on-4.
Without a bomb, and with a Glock, not even the P250, that really was a lot of people. Even with the Molotov that did land on two of them, as you said, sort of forcing them to react, but still nicely done. Jax with a quad kill to start off the pistol. You like to see it.
You really do. I mean, that's a great start again for G2, much like Dust 2. Now they played this map in their Cologne qualifier. Only 6 rounds on the CT side for G2. They're going to need to do way better if they want to be able to take this match. Opening kills also went heavily in the way of Team Liquid, 15-9 in that matchup. But here again, I mean, at least that's the nice thing of it. I mean, G2 would love obviously to go out to another 7-1 run.
Yeah, and then to keep it. Just make sure they can really crush it on this map. Liquid definitely going to be dangerous. A question in the back of my mind, Moses, is there an end to this performance from Mirage this tournament? Surely he can't just keep playing well.
I don't know. He seems to have ramped it up as soon as we got to the playoffs. It's just been non-stop. Some pretty jaw-dropping performances from him at the event. Full investment for Team Liquid in the second round, and they're so dangerous in these. This is one thing that's helped them overcome the fact that they're not able to win a whole lot of pistols. Through the smoke, Omenek's going to be the first point of contact, drops a Molotov, and that's a nice nade follow-up, and there's the UMP, but Nitro puts him down with the Tech 9. Kenny S inside the bomb site. He's now got Shocks here in support and Jax on the flank. But Liquid, they have to know the flanks have been so quick. They've been so aggressive on the flanks. They're aware of the possibility, and they're going to hunt them. They're going to chase them down the steps. Jax runs out of bullets. There's still one more to worry about, but you're not clearing it. Lucky with the FAMAS. That's the bomb down. They have to commit to this, but the nade is going to keep them at bay.
Wow, much closer round than I was expecting. Lucky, gonna get run down only 35 seconds, so they don't have a lot of time to make decisions here, Liquid. And they're gonna be backing all the way up. What are they doing? 25 seconds? They sort of need to go together.
I think they're trying to pull a fake. The nice thing is there's so much information being gathered. Kenny's going to spot this 20 seconds. They need to pick up the pace, and Stewie's not going to be aware of it. Now Naf just needs to run, but I think Stewie's position might make them think it's going to be the A bomb site. He was wrapping around it, look to just throw something, utility, make some noise, some presence that's going to cause a rotation, and it's worked in a way. But Naf's in a really difficult 1 versus 2.
Yeah, and he doesn't even get a chance to get himself into a position. That would have been interesting for sure. I think you're right, though. We're trying to fake it out. They at least get the bomb plant. They get 3 kills. That's still pretty good.
That's a great second round.
Yeah.
Any kills they get in this next round are just, it's just bonus. And you might see them invest in maybe a deal or two, some of the P250s, some utility.
Yeah, that was very close, wasn't it? Nitro, actually, the one who opens the whole thing with a Tech 9.
Interestingly enough, at this event, Nitro has been the one who's been their most successful entry fragger on this map. Ooh. He's found opening kills in 12 of his 14 attempts, and they win 75% based off that.
Yeah, that's a good insight into the weight that's on you when you are in that entry fragging role, but also, you know, you could take a lot of the credit if it works out. Let's see. You mentioned Deagles, they do have them. They're committed to that part of the game. Going to be the third round where they have the rifles. Let's see if G2 can avoid stepping into any of these lines of fire. Definitely don't want to underestimate Deagle. Chance there. Catch a jumping CT player, running it up. It's Nitro again with the opening, and now Shocks. He might just get crushed here. They're coming from everywhere. And he's going to lose his life. Naf with a follow-up. I can't believe it.
Well, we just talked about it. Nitro provides the opening and Liquid wins 75% of those rounds and another one added to the tally. Those are beautiful shots with the Deagle. And this is unarmored. This is something that makes them so strong, Liquid. They're never out of these rounds. And Stewie, he heard the retreat of Lucky. He's going to go for this kill, but there is a player inside the B bomb site, and if he wraps around, he's missed the opportunity to spot Stewie. So I think Lucky's just going to fall here. Liquid going to try and take everything away from G2. You
mentioned, Moses, that it's really nice to see G2 with like a 7-1 lead again. Will you settle for like 2-1?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Well, it's very likely that it goes to 2-2 because this is where the 3 kills in that second round come into effect. There's just no money. Amanek at 1450, Lucky at 1600. Now they might still buy. Kenny's at 4500, Shock's at 4100. Jax can actually drop an SMG, so there's potential for it, and the option is at least available for G2. It all depends on how much they want to fight for early on.
I do like those 3 people down in front of the Liquid team with the American flag. Like the only one standing up, they're excited. This is, oh no.
Yeah, you don't like looking at Shock's upset
No,
Shocks.
I really can't deal with it.
Okay, so G2 takes the risk. They roll the dice. They've got 2 AUGs. This isn't a bad buy by any means. We've seen these work out plenty of times. Look at the aggression. Jax, there's the flashbang. They want to clear things out late. No one's peeked from the other side. There it is. There's the trade. Twist gets 2, and Kenny S. He might just want to back away, but the 2 AUGs are still in play, and actually, Kenny fell back just at the wrong moment. The Molotov is going to end this. And Elige is the next one up with an SMG. Wasn't prepared for an AUG, but now they have the information.
And now they definitely know. Such an important kill coming out from Shocks. It's not clear yet whether it'll actually be enough for them to win the round. They're sort of, you could tell they're kind of figuring out where do we want to put this AUG and how can we defend this bomb site.
This is a smart call. Shocks is a little bit hurt. Just boost him up. Hope that you can get 1 kill on the entry and have a 3-on-2 in the post plant because you don't have a kit, you don't have utility.
I would guess that there are going to be some flashbangs to set this up with. They still have 3 of them left. And then if they don't get the kill and they get pushed off the boost, that Molotov, it's going to be thrown preemptively. Otherwise, that's a great way to hold 2 people behind that. Let's see what happens. Shocks ducking down, not showing himself yet. Do they know? Doesn't seem like it. That could have been a kill, but instead, it's Twist with the return and a triple, by the way, for him in the round. That for Mars doing great work for them. And now there are no kits picked up currently. Amanek and Kenny, these 2 AUGs could be very, very vital in the next round. Looks like they want to try and commit to the retake. I think it's going to be very hard to do that.
Well, they're going to attack Nitro.
Trying to see if they get it done. Nitro getting 1 more. Twist will finish it with a quad. And I don't know. That 2 versus 3 retake.
Well, really I think the only reason they make it is because that's their money. And you have a possibility. You know you've done damage to Stewie. You know there's going to be one with low HP that would be easy to convert a multi-kill. And you know you're going to save in the next round no matter what. So, I mean, even with 2 AUGs and just unarmored pistols, not a high percentage. So they wanted to take the retake. They wanted to attempt at it. Unfortunately, doesn't go their way. Nice win for Liquid, going 2-2 as they climb up the scoreboard.
G2, those risks that you take early on, a very good grenade. Stewie seeing them falling back. Catching them, though, is going to be Elige's job. He is, after all, working on, a career performance for a tournament, so I think that's fair play.
Yeah, give him all the kills. Give them all to him. Shock's going to come into the staircase. He's got a couple low players. If he finds this first one on Nitro, the next one up is Stewie, who puts an end to things. 3-2, Liquid take the lead.
Hard to say how this is going to play out, but with losing in overtime, that's already mentally a little bit rough. Then they get to enjoy like a couple of rounds before the Deagles show up. Again, we mentioned this, playing in front of the home crowd could be really fun if things are working out well. And if they're not, then
it can also be really stressful.
It really can be.
I've seen a lot of teams struggle to perform against their home crowd. I think MIBR at one of the Pro League finals in Sao Paulo. You had Astralis, who struggled in those areas. That's Kenny S down, and that's actually a huge kill to get. I think the nade to blow the op towards him so they can't recover it, but just doesn't work. Nice idea, though. Now, the reason why that's so, I mean, a bit rough for G2 is Jax actually dropped the op over to Kenny. And to do that, he sacrificed armor.
Yeah, you are right. Amanek, thinking about the timing. Naf is coming from behind, so he has to not fit into the gap. Naf right there. He didn't. Oh, now he saw it. He's going to call it in. Amanek still gets a kill. That was down to milliseconds.
Yeah, it really was, but now they're going to pick up the pace. All three defenders for G2 are here, and Jax, it's his time to shine with the AWP, but the repeak, Naf has the angle. That's beautiful. Shock's still at long, which means Lucky has to have some kind of a presence to cause a second front, but they're not going to check this. They're not going to clear it out. No one came from this position. Sui goes down. Immediate response from Twist. So important to get that kill, but still a 1 versus 2, and Twist is low. Twist is so low.
Lucky, not able to see anything through the smoke. Still can't see anything. Might not look anything like that on his screen, by the way. They're going to be falling back. They have a Molotov, and that's on Naf. So how is Lucky going to be defusing this bomb? He doesn't have a kit either. This does not seem doable.
He's got to get aggressive if he wants a single chance. Look how far back Twist is playing. He's letting Naf play on his own. This is essentially a one-on-one, and Twist just saying, I'll come in if needed with this low of HP.
Wow. I mean, he did Lucky, that's a lot of damage, but again, Twist out there waiting for him. Lucky now just trying to clean up the remaining player, and he won't be able to. Liquid barely living through that round. Shocks probably could have had that second kill too.
It's fine though. Yeah, he could have. Obviously a great response to trade him off. But Liquid doesn't care how close that rounds get. They have so much money. An easy rebuy. And G2 might want to do a partial investment. Pistols, armor, deagles, CZs, P250s of their own.
Round number 7. And kind of not the start that G2 were hoping for to make up for that Dust 2 overtime loss. Jax really close with the deagle, just wanted a quick flick, but he's not going to be able to pick it up. And now they're weirdly sandwiched in, and they might be kind of ready to take this fight. It seems like that's what they're willing to do anyway. Elige with a couple of kills, even against pistols. It's fine, they'll take it all at this point.
Yeah, well, you mentioned he's going for that, career best event. So when you know it's an eco, when you know it's a save and there's unarmored opponents, why not get aggressive? Ooh, great shot from Kenny S. That's Stewie. And that actually pulls Elige back towards the action because he wants to make sure Kenny S can't save a weapon.
They're throwing grenades from B to try and hit him with. Elige does go down, so at least momentarily put to a halt. Oh, okay.
Crowd loves it. Crowd on their feet.
Liquid have been doing that a lot, so I'm glad that Kenny's picking up, a little bit on that.
Still got a long time to save this gun. The bomb has just gone down. It's only halfway through the timer. So many angles to look for from Kenny. Naf coming from this direction. It's all down to timing, and it's not with him. This time, Naf does not desecrate the dead body.
No, he was,
much more gentlemanly-like on Overpass.
Yeah, change of setting, maybe. Just put him in a better mood. Still, this is a very good start for Liquid. Probably G2 hoping to win the majority of the rounds here in the first half on the CT side. Get up to like 9 rounds or something like that. That seems like it's a little bit away still, although we haven't seen Kenny really with the AWP have any kind of an impact, so maybe there is something still to look forward to here. Limited grenades on the CT side. Again, struggling a bit with the economy. Oh.
This is very, very passive, very patient for Team Liquid. They know we've just won 5 in a row is what they're saying, and we'll see if G2 is going to try and pull out any tricks to get back into the action, to get back into the winning. With no aggressive plays, no crazy pushes, now they can get into their tactic at about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
And they're going to run into nothing more than a smoke and a Molotov. The smoke is down at the B bomb site and actually shows the Molotov. So this A bomb site will really not have a lot to work with, except maybe for that AWP on Kenny. That could be the big tool right now. And actually, yeah, they got a lot of backup up here.
They don't have any smokes to fall back, though.
Yeah.
So they only have the flashbangs for aggression. This needs to be successful, and this is a big risk from Kenny. Very, very big risk.
Yeah, but now he's in a position that they've already cleared Liquid. They must feel like this is safe, and the timing works directly against him. He goes down. Hiding in the corner now is Amanek, and they're going to be even shooting through the wall to catch him. He's got no chance at all. Up on the bomb site itself, it shocks, and he would have to pull out more than a miracle right now. 19 seconds. They're going to be coming right through, and he does actually pick up a second kill. That's not bad at all. Lucky's also there to pick up a kill, and now spray battle continues. 10 seconds. Liquid need to be a little bit careful now. Don't want to be running out of time. And the bomb. Oh, Naf. What a hero teammate.
Yeah, those are incredible shots. Great shots to protect Stewie, who is low HP. That's the tough part of that kind of aggression from G2.
Did Kenny walk up onto that little bench that's out there? Like, what was going on when he, or did he jump?
I think he just missed.
Yeah, but there was some sort of movement that displaced him, and I wasn't really sure. Regardless, that, I don't know, I like the aggression. If the timing had worked out differently, I think that would have probably won them the round.
Well, you have to appreciate the aggression because they've done it on a lot of different maps on their CT sides, and it's found them, you know, a lot of good stuff, whether it's kills, whether it's information. We saw it on Dust 2 when they pushed the upper B tunnels, got shocks on a very fast flank. He was able to get a free kill out of it. You've seen it, you know, allow them to rotate into better positions. In this round, with dwindling utility, trying to find anything that can give them an edge, and at least putting the game in their star's hand.
What was the map that Amanek disappeared on? Was that Train or Overpass?
Train.
Train, all right. Can't be having any of that. Nobody's being allowed any kind of vacation in grand finals. Okay, it's bad. Good trade. Now, they can't really run down there to pick up any rifles, but...
Twist and Naf have already secured the B bomb site, so Nitro is going to rotate over. We'll see how much G2 wants to dedicate to this. Either way, they need to be talking. They just had a timeout. They need to figure out what they want to do in gun rounds because they're getting trounced. Mentioned earlier in the qualifier for Cologne that G2 is only able to manage 6 rounds on their CT side. It still feels like they're just, it's not that many CT rounds, and it feels like they're still so far away.
And you could imagine, again, how mentally some of this is going to also start to just weigh on them. The feeling of now, you know, 7-2, it's not really working out here on Map2. This is where I think some teams have, you know, a particular kind of player that will, you know, be a little bit more lighthearted, sometimes maybe even be a little bit crazy, and it sort of revitalizes the whole team, you know, and especially if one of those players will get like a, you know, a freaky quad kill or something, and then, you know, it sort of, you know, it shakes people out of that feeling of like, oh, but we're getting beat up here. It's Map2, we're not doing well. I don't know if G2 have that player right now, but somebody should probably try and be that person.
Well, I don't know if you have like the kind of guy whose like personality is going to kind of diffuse the tension or the pressure of the situation, but at least you have Kenny S, you have Shocks, you have guys who can kind of reverse things just by incredible plays that they can make. And that's what you're hoping for is G2. And look at, oh, Liquid's just calling. This is a perfect call. It's a blind call out of spawn. They obviously haven't scouted anything. They're going to hit this B bomb site. It's just Kenny. This is where you would need him to shine. This is where you want him to have one of his moments. But they're already up and wrapped around him so quickly.
Save. Shocks. Oh, he wins that fight. It's part of the aim punch, but I don't know if it makes sense to try and do this. Nitro getting a little bit baited out. Still got a pretty good position, and he's going to be taking down Amanek.
Now you have to save. That flank was maybe the one strength you had, but because Liquid takes that bomb site so easily and so quickly, he's very far back. Keeps a lot of space between himself and that flank. He could have retreated if he ever felt like he was in danger, and G2 have to back away and fight another day. Shocks will be able to drop an AWP. He's got 4,700.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to Chad for showing us exactly the round that G2 were just doing in the pregame, because that is the kind of aggression that he was talking about. And as you said, Liquid, either they were also watching Chad's segment and thinking, hold on, if they do that round, we're just going to be...
well, that's what's so wild. As I wonder if that's like a call to kind of try and avoid something along those lines, or if they're just trying to mix things up. But, I mean, they called it at the absolute perfect time, and they didn't even spread out across the map to kind of discover any kind of tell. They just went for it right from spawn.
Yeah, because obviously there are different ways that you could do that, but a blind call definitely working out well for them. 8-2 now, as Liquid are looking, well, they were looking great already on Dust 2, looking almost unstoppable now. Best of 5, of course, but you don't want to start being down 2-0. That's hard. That's really tricky. How often have we actually seen full comebacks? I think like once or twice or something.
Not very frequently, yeah.
It almost never happens.
I wouldn't know the exact amount.
Somebody will. Peter.
Yeah.
Figure it
So
out.
it's definitely someone from HLTV. Well, Liquid, after that blistering rush towards the B bomb site in the previous round, this time they take it slow. They've cleared out stairs. Elige and Twist working together to clear out bathrooms as well. Ooh, that flashbang is perfect. Oh, that timing is so good for Stewie. He's found an opening on Jackson. Even Lucky has to be very cautious in how he retreats, but they're going to go back for it. Second player meets up. Stewie is still aware of the possibility. Spam coming through as well. Nice coordination between Stewie and Naf. That's also what the analysts talked about. Liquid, so rare that they get caught with their pants down. They know exactly if they're seeing that push. Naf's at a completely different part of the map than Stewie, but they're still working together. Contingencies, everything they encounter.
Yeah, I mean, the setup between that grenade and the door, that was beautiful. That's the kind of art that we really like. 25 seconds now. Kenny, we talked a lot about him and his AWPing. Now is going to be the test that he's not even going to be up to it. Nitro will take him down. Ready for it. Amanek in the corner, 15 seconds. He does get one more kill, and that's maybe going to delay things. That's the bomb. Oh, no. 10 seconds here. Liquid, they had it all lined up, but now Shox, a single kill will do it, and he's going to be flanking around, going for the bomb pump, but he does go down in the last second, and Lucky's going to be the save of the round. Wow.
I don't think it clicked fast enough that the bomb actually did get planted. That was right on the edge. That's a very nice triple kill from Amanek. I think Nitro thought he was inside of bathrooms. He took just a blind spam shot and just started moving forward. He did not realize that he was at that corner. A third round for G2.
Amanek saving the round here. 10 seconds.
Yeah, the time not being friendly. Nitro in another situation probably waits and is patient for Elige to turn that corner. But with the time running down, felt his hand was forced. Deep Molotov from the CT side, and plenty of nades being thrown to deter Kenny. That's a big win for Jax and Lucky. A double peek through Monster. They're going to find Naf.
I'd say as a minimum right now, and it won't be easy, but 8-7. That kind of a scoreline. G2 still obviously in it. 10,800 on Naf, 11,000 on Twist. They have such a bank to work with here. Lucky going to be picking up the kill. The grenade, he's probably going to be going down, but still, oh, that's a turnaround for Twist. He gets the headshot on Jax. They were stood on top of each other inside of that tunnel, and now G2 really need to think this through. They've got the 2 vs 3. They got a massive health advantage. They have a Molotov and a couple of kits and everything. They're going to go down. Oh, actually does burn behind there, so that forces Nitro to fall back a little bit. There's still a 2-1-3 in Elige, finding the perfect time to take down. Amanek gets all on Shox, and he's down on the low ground here, but they are just scattered. Staying hidden. He's going to get the 1 kill. If he goes quick to check the tunnel, he has a smoke. He can block that off. Maybe this can still work. He's going to put it on top of the bomb instead, and now he's waiting for it. He wants to see if he can fake them out. Gonna go.
The bomb's not planted for them to spam through. I don't know if they realize this. They're going to have to be dedicated. Elige goes out first, gets the kill. Nitro, he has the op.
Yes, he does. How do you shoot for the smoke? Shox now up at the high ground. Oh, he called a bluff. Nitro coming back in with the Glock and now turning around. I don't think there's going to be time for it. That is close for Shox, but it is not going to be close enough. They called the bluff right at the end.
Well, it took so long for him to clear out that first player, and a lot of time, and that smoke starts dissipating, and then he just panics. I mean, maybe not even panics. He just knows he can't get the defuse. I don't know how they find the kills needed when required. Great shots from Twist. Those were the 2 kills that opened up the entire bomb site, and that was a huge advantage for G2 in that round that they let slip away. 9-2-3 in the favor of Liquid. Kenny S once again. Trying to find something early on for his team. He hasn't created much for them just yet, but look at this play. Look at Amanek being aggressive. Elige not blind.
No, and that was cold. They saw that Liquid. And now it feels like G2, whereas we love aggression, CT side aggression, but now it feels like they're doubling down on it. They're sort of trying to force the issue.
Kenny S is 1-5 in the opening duels that he's run into on this map.
Yeah, that really can't be happening. Around the corner, Shox there to back it up, but they're going to lose Lucky in the meantime, so still a 3-on-3. And Shox, ooh, he's being very aggressive. The M4 headshot will leave Twist at 10 health.
Ooh, Jax is in a point of danger, though. I wonder if that was heard. I think Stewie...
No.
They did not hear that. Oh, this is a perfect play. Stewie's jumping right down, goes for the fight. He had to commit to it. Smoke is going to make this even more awkward. How do you get through this now? He's close. Oh, that smoke is confusing somehow. They make it look easy, and it's all Kenny S. He struggled in openings, but if he can close here, that would be a monumental amount of impact for G2. Maybe get them back into this game, but they're waiting for his peak. The Molotov forces him into the open. He's been tagged. He's been slowed down. Where's the peak?
Returns for the flashbang. He's walking all the way close. I don't think they know that yet. And now they definitely know. They hear the thunder of that AWP, and they're going to double team him. Forget about the bomb and shut him down instead. That is actually very smart. 10-3, and Liquid is finding all the answers.
Yeah, Liquid was looking for that double peak. That was the fight they wanted to take. 10-3, a huge lead, and more importantly than the scoreline, Liquid is just making all the right decisions. 10-1 run.
It's hard to criticize that, isn't it? I can't really think of anything that we could point to for Liquid right now.
No, but I mean, as impressive as G2 has been at this event and as exciting as they've been, we knew coming into this matchup it was going to be, you know, a really tough battle for them, and we just knew, especially in a best-of-5 format, there are just going to be maps where they're outclassed on. This seems to be one of them.
Am I correct in saying as well that if Liquid win this, then they need to win one more for the Intel Grand Slam?
Correct. This would put them at 3.
Ooh.
They have, what, DreamHack Masters, IEM Sydney. They would have Pro League Finals, and then they would be in Chicago and Cologne.
Yeah. Wow. That's...
Now, where it really gets spicy is if they make it to the Grand Finals in Cologne. Whoever they face against there will have the chance to get the $100,000 bonus for putting a stop and denying them the Grand Slam title.
You're right. And not that we have to get off track, but looking at the team lineup for Cologne. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Might as well be a major.
Yeah, well, that's going to be really something, isn't it? 40 seconds left. Liquid running the clock kind of low. They didn't really do that a lot on Dust 2. They were happy to push a bit earlier, but they don't mind it here. They're right in front of the A-bomb side. Naf somehow getting caught there. Probably, you know, a little bit sleepy for waiting the whole round. 30 seconds, and Shox not being allowed to fall back, and that's going to be a big problem here. Bomb going to be going down once again. Amanek getting caught by Elige.
Liquid is so ready for these flanks. They suffered a lot to him on Dust 2, but now, as soon as they're taking bomb sites, one player is just spinning, and you can see, I think earlier in the half, you might see G2 save in this situation, but they need the rounds. They need the rounds so badly, and it's just not coming, so they have to try and fight for everything. And because of that, everything is taken from them.
Well, there it is, Moses. The red, white, and blue flying in, down here in France.
It's a beautiful sight.
Those guys in the front row, right in front of Liquid. They made the right choice coming in, Moses. I'm not gonna lie. They had a you know, I say, you know, a bit of a risk. People who are going to be booing at you, all the rest of it, but right now they're getting paid off in full. 11-3, and moving into round number 15 here. Last of the half, and for G2, this is it's a disaster.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Kenny was spotted. He was blind. Nitro's. Oh no! What is up with all these flicks? Nitro had no business surviving that. Amanek has got to be so sad.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why we've had so many of them this tournament, but I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna wish that it goes away. It is entertaining.
If you're a Liquid fan.
But,
G2, not so much.
Yeah, if you're on the receiving end, that's bad news. Naf setting up for a smoke down here. Might just run the other way. He's going to commit to it. Fair enough. All the way onto the site. And actually, Stewie
It's a nice...
timing is absolutely everything here, but Shocks expecting to catch someone on the stairs and not that far up.
Liquid just has so much luxury. You'll notice now that they're slowing things down because they realize the situation that G2 is in. No matter what's happened, you know, ever since Liquid has slowed it down, like every single round for G2 is just like we have to buy what we can because we need the rounds. And Liquid know that, and Liquid also realize because of that, there's not going to be a whole lot of utility. So the slower you play it, like the least utility you have to go up against when you try and take a bomb site. A couple good kills for Jax right at the end is going to mean he's going to upgrade the weapon. And he's actually going to try and go for that now because of this. But Naf just waiting patiently.
Still, end of the half, I mean, should have had to do something, I guess. 12-3 in favor of Liquid. First half of the second map, a very, very strong opening. We'll see how it goes. Second half, we can come back after the break. Don't go anywhere.
I'll show you how it's done. There's no sight we go inside. The man is the one. You build your walls of faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to feel.
And we're back once again. It's G2 and Team Liquid here for the Pro League Grand Finals. And it's been a really, really rough second map so far for G2. Team Liquid are up 12-3 in the first half. That was on the T side as well on Overpass. So it's going to be very hard for them to bring it back if they even can at all.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that they can. This is, we'll see. It's all going to start with a pistol, and they've at least been able to win those relatively consistently.
Make your money back.
Yeah, the odds are, I don't know. They don't say anything promising about G2, and here we go. B-Rush, essentially, but that's a good opening kill. Lucky to find that onto Elish, going to continue forward, but now Twist gets a double kill, adds a third to it. And Liquid, they want to shut it down. They want to get to the third map.
Quickly as well, you know. No one's stopping for like ice cream or anything like that. They're just down the road.
Listen, you can stop for ice cream on the way to the after party.
That's a good point. We are in France. Beautiful here in southern France as well. So you could even be justified, Moses.
Yeah, the sun goes down very late here. You notice that?
Yes, I definitely do.
Not that we'd ever seen it. We're here casting Counter-Strike.
I don't know. You were telling me in the break, Moses, you thought it'd be easy comeback for G2. Tell me, tell me how.
Okay. Well, I mean, the first thing is you need Kenny. That's the start. He's been an absolute rock for this team, so consistent throughout this event. He's really struggling here on Overpass. 4-13. He hasn't been great in the opening duels. That's been a really tough part. Liquid's had his number, plenty of times. He's only got 28 ADR as well.
Yeah, so he really took a break after that first map.
And until he comes back, I mean, there's not really a point to talking about the rest of the things that G2 would need, because you have to have your star players. You have to have your consistent players. There's a flashbang for Elise to take a peek. Nitro with the flash assist.
Well, they're going to be walking in that tunnel. Stewie, though, good position with the M4. Get a kill, fall back down. They can't really chase you.
See the shadows.
See the shadows, yeah. And now they build it all up like this. Might not even be working out. Still, not a bad position. He's going to get the one kill there. And maybe a bomb plant if they're really quick about it.
No. Twist was hiding in the dirty water, and he just pushed forward immediately upon Stewie getting a kill. And is able to put the bomb back on the ground. So it's just Jax. He has that AK-47, the one that they invested in, and it hasn't fired a bullet yet in this round. So that's not ideal.
No, once you bought the bullets and the gun as well, you know. Last part is the that's the whole setup, isn't it?
Is the shooting, yeah. You've got everything you want.
Good job, cameraman, finding a little bit for us. Nitro gonna win it. There was really no way. The time,
yes.
The fact that he didn't have the bomb, he was locked in. Just a lot of bad things happening all at once. 14-3. We need we need people that are more positive than you and I, Moses, to come up with a way that this could work. Who do we know that's like that imbued with like happiness and positivity? I'm thinking like,
well, I mean,
GDK maybe, or Nifty. I've never seen Nifty not be happy.
Yeah.
So
Sean's pretty positive as well.
Sean, yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever heard Sean say a negative
That's
thing.
true.
He's a believer to the end. You know what you really do need? I mean, it's on Reddit right now, and we've all seen it plenty of times, that inspirational speech, the pregame speech from Shox.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that going.
They need that.
What if Shox just like played it on his phone and just put it up to the microphone and just called all 4 timeouts?
I can't do better. Can't do better than that. Yeah, what a position to be in. Of course, best of 5 means that's the bonus, isn't it? If you have a map like this, then you've got like 1 more life left, but it still won't be easy. Yeah,
well, I mean, you can say that if you were to go 1-1, if you'd won Dust 2, right? But yeah, a map like this and you're down 0-2, gonna be a rough path for G2 either way. Lucky going for the entry, just narrowly misses the shot. Stewie comes back for more. He finds a second. Racks up some bonus money, and as you can see, G2 investing in every single round, but the trades aren't there. Stewie likely to go down here, but Nitro with the backup inside of the stairs. Bomb dropped on the landing, and Shox in a 1 versus 4 of his own, but he can't even get a bullet off. So 15-3, Liquid with 12 chances to close things out. I think they just do it right here, but finally you'll see some more powerful weapons come out for the French.
Yeah, Moses, what do you... I feel like she wasn't cheering 1 more round, surely. She had a Liquid jersey on, right?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
I have faith. All 4 of them chanting 1 more round. 15-3. And Naf's got the opening kill. Another good start in a round for Team Liquid. Finding that frag at Nitro, just tapping away, and he's gonna get out of there. About half HP, and so much aggression from Team Liquid, they're just so confident.
They really are. This is just a truly awe-inspiring performance for Team Liquid.
Now, what kind of sucks for G2 is maybe at this point, the one case you can make for a comeback is if Liquid gets a little crazy and just starts having a little bit more fun instead of staying focused, instead of playing fully serious and disciplined. But that's exactly what Team Liquid did yesterday against Mousesports on Nuke. So I imagine they had a conversation after that game and said, let's not ever do that again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Shox at a 1 versus 3 to try and, I don't know, push it a little bit further. It doesn't seem likely. And there's a further problem, further complication here, Moses, that we can't really brush over. It's the fact that the third map is Nuke. Looking at chat, I know that's already making you upset. That's going to be that's going to be an issue. 35 seconds here for Shox, and he's picked up the bomb. It's a progress of a kind.
Listen, they did display some weakness on Nuke yesterday, so at least there's that, even if it was, you know, a little bit of a strange situation. But
it was.
If you're grasping at everything right now, if you're G2, I believe Shox is still the winningest clutch player in terms of 1vx situations.
Could well be. This would be one for the history books. He's going to be walking in, gets a headshot on one. 10 seconds left. He's going to go straight for the bomb plant, but they're going to be right on top of him. There is no way out but death. It's going to be 16-3 as Liquid pick up map number 2 of the grand finals here, the ESL Pro League. And this is a performance unlike almost any we've seen before on this map, especially in the grand finals.
Yeah, what a blistering pace, which is